Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They run once more with Taylor.
7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not... Getting this inside the 25.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 14 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 30 on second down, Rudolph. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
To his NFL record in touchdowns.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So Miami Coming out for their second drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Panther Street, 18, right in.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing deep for Stewart. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 8, it's 3rd and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
$115 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward, incomplete pass. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one in the ball.
Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rudolph. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Calling a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coach just preached.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rudolph on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Track him 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
To throw now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They run the counter. Lawton.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
Stiff-armed him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
132 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, it's Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Both players had a shot at getting the football there. It just seemed like he wanted it more.
And able to react a little bit quicker because he understood what the route was. He understood the timing of when the quarterback might throw the football. The defensive backs often a half-second behind.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, it's Watkins. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 10 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now Rudolph. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami set to take over. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll drop to throw. Airing it out for Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this 1st half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
And the Colts getting ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Taken in at the 22. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Coates. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He completes it to Stewart.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Trucks over him.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Watkins, and he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll run on first down. Watkins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a give right side. Lawton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watkins, and he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ty Davis Price, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Now Rudolph on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Rudolph.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On first down, Lawton.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawton, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. It's Watkins.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll try the left side. Lawton. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Lawton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Indy set to go on offense once more. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
From the 30 on second down, Rudolph, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Rudolph now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. The Dolphins... about set to go to work on offense. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On the counter, Davis Price, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Here we go, set. 45, white. Yellow.
In motion left goes a tight end. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
On first down, it's Rudolph.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Rudolph. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Rudolph. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to the air, Rudolph. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Go now. 60 red. 60 red.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Monroe, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Dolphins continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Here's Rudolph. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Rudolph looking to throw it. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Rudolph throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Rudolph. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen. But the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Monroe, he's going to look deep for Watkins. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rudolph. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. He's got the hook up here to Nelson.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rudolph looking to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Rudolph going to throw again. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rudolph loses the football. It's out. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Ready. Flat. 95. Check. Smash. Whip. Watch the whip. Red. Cycle. Ready. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Dolphins, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.